What's up gamers, Jem here, and I found new things that were added and also some things that were modified. Let's start off with online status. In one of my previous videos during the APK teardown, I found out there was an online status for looking for party. This is now added to Stadia Chrome itself in the background, and what this means is essentially you'll have a new option to click on looking for party, where you select if you're online or busy. This will later indicate that you are looking for a party when people see your name in their friend list. Today, not only was looking for party now part of Stadia Chrome, but today I found a completely new online status, and it's called streaming. So when you are streaming on Stadia, your friends will see that you are streaming from their friend list. This is a really awesome feature. I gotta say though, even though I couldn't find the codes for this feature yet, but surely we should be able to just click our friends who are streaming and then have the option to open the YouTube link directly through Stadia. That would be a very useful feature, and surely Google must be doing something like that. Moving on to messaging. There has been a big update to messaging in the codes as of today. In the past, I used to find little snippets and mentions of messaging through other code sections. Well, now as of today, messaging has its own codes implemented into Stadia Chrome, and I found a lot of strings to share with you. Let's start off with the first message you're probably going to see, and that is, "Welcome to Stadia Messaging." Then you will see the message, "To enable messaging, we need to set a few things up." This is most likely referring to setting up privacy controls, such as who can send you messages. The next code is, "Choose who can message you." You can change this again later in your privacy settings. Now, finally, another code to share related to messaging, and this is probably important for some gamers to know, so listen carefully. The code is, "With respect to your privacy, be aware that Stadia will temporarily store and process messages sent in order to identify potential abuse and to offer optional tools such as toxic language filters." So it's essentially saying that Stadia will temporarily store your messages and look through them just in case of any abuse and toxic behaviors. Moving on to family sharing. There has been updates to family sharing codes. Nothing interesting, just a few new strings. Again, nothing interesting enough to put into this video, except just for this one. All shared copies of this game are currently in use. I have mentioned this code before, but it was a longer message and it was found somewhere else in the codes. So this specific shorter version of the code is new and was added as of today. And finally, Google Assistant has also received some updates and changes. Now it has its own section and it includes two strings that I found over a month ago. The two strings are, "Sorry, we could not find any helpful videos." "Sorry, we cannot find which game you are playing." So the first code is related to when you ask Google for help in your game, and then the Google Assistant will reply back saying they couldn't find any helpful videos to help with your question. The second code is Google Assistant replying back saying that they don't even know what game you are playing. I have a personal problem with this one because this code is telling me that Google Assistant is scanning your game in order to figure out which game you are playing. My question is to Google directly, why doesn't Google Assistant just talk with Stadia to figure out what game you are playing instead of scanning my game screen? I don't know, maybe Google wants the assistant to only recognize through scanning game screens just to improve the AI in the future. Hopefully we won't see those two messages quite often when we seek for Game Assistant through Google Assistant on Stadia. Thank you for watching my video. This is Jem, and I'll see you on the next one.